Oh, hi. Welcome back to the channel. This is, of course, where we discuss all the latest gizmos, gadgets, and garments that we've got to have in order to keep ourselves artificially happy. Did he really just say that? Yes, he did. But actually, that is not the direction we're going to go. We're going to go the other way. We're going to take a dive a little deeper, and we are going to ditch the facade and talk about what actually keeps us from being happy, and more importantly, what we can do about it. We'll be philosophizing, that is, we'll be analyzing philosophy in order to see if and how we stand in our own way and how to remove those roadblocks in order to let more happiness into our lives. So if you're ready, strap in, buckle up. Anything else you need to do? This is Building the On-Ramp, Part 2, or Redefining Happiness. Once again, hence the ridiculous outfits. So let's begin by redefining this thing we call happiness. Now, you can look up the definition if you want to. I don't think most of us have to. We know when we're happy and we know when we're not. And we try to replicate the times in our lives that give us that happy feeling. That's why some of us need to, or think we need, the latest gadgets, gizmos, garments, etc. to make ourselves happy. However, as we all eventually discover, that feeling doesn't last, and then we need to do it again. Now, what if there was a way to generate happiness internally instead of needing to generate it externally? What would that look like? Well, instead of defining happiness as simply a feeling, we would need to define it as a function of something else. Now, that is just a mathematical term. Don't get scared by that. It just means it is the result of something else taking place. Now, what is that something else? Well, for 4 easy payments of liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing, you too can find out. No, I'm just kidding. You can find out. You don't have to do any of those things. However, if you do like the channel, please do that. It will definitely help the channel out. So, full disclosure, I have put together a coaching program that is designed to teach you how to get over anything and everything that is currently holding you back and preventing you from living your happiest, most fulfilled life. And for those of you that are sick and tired of being stuck in your repetitions and are ready to make changes, then I'd strongly recommend you cruise on down to the description, click on the link, and on the website there will be a button for booking a discovery call, and I would strongly encourage you to do that. If you're not ready, that's fine too. Stick around. I hope you will continue to find value here regardless. Okay, so down the road a little bit, I hope that a lot of the content generated on this channel will be the result of the collaboration of the community that I hope to build here. I don't just want this to be me preaching to you. I will ask for your feedback and input on the types of things you want to discuss, types of problems you're facing, and anything else that you guys think is relevant. So Now, getting back to our definition of happiness, that something else that we talked about earlier is a function of a relationship. Happiness is the result of your relationship with three things. Number one, your relationship with yourself. Number two, your relationship with the people that you let influence your life. And number three, your interpretation of how you fit into the world around you. That's it. If you can learn how to identify and remove the roadblocks or obstacles that are in your path from those three things, the result leaves you the space to let happiness in. Now, imagine for a second that that's the case. Just imagine, magically, all those things disappear. What kind of person would you be if that were true? Do you think you'd have a different impact on the people around you? What about even becoming more successful just by learning how to overcome your obstacles? Is it possible? You bet. Now, here's the secret, the first secret to personal growth. And I talked about this briefly in part 1. The kryptonite to growth is blame. You will never grow if you continuously blame outside factors for your situation. But Arthur, if you only knew what I've been through, and some of you might even get offended at that concept, and that's okay too, but it's not going to help you get over what you're dealing with. And believe me, I sympathize. A lot of us have been through very difficult circumstances. I've been through my fair share, as I'm sure you have as well. And you're right, I don't know exactly what you've been through, but I do know that in order to get through it, and there is, I'm sorry to say, there's no way around it. The only way around it is through it. You first have to learn how to look at it differently. And that first shift in perspective or philosophy, here's that philosophizing that we introduced earlier, that has to happen is to stop blaming outside factors, or stop blaming things that are out of your control. And here's why. Blame continues to give credibility and control to the thing that happened, whatever that may be in your past. It is what continues to bring that past along with you into the present. It is like handing your keys to a driver that can only see backwards. Does that sound like a good idea? I sure hope not. However, if you cut that off instead, you are removing the first obstacle on your road to growth. I believe it's in there. You believe it's in there. But the most important question is, how strongly do you stand behind it? How much do you believe in your potential compared to the grip of whatever obstacle that has you stuck wherever you seem to be stuck. You have to start to convince yourself of your own ability to overcome it. And that has to become stronger in your perception of the obstacle that is currently holding you back. Something to think about. Now, once again, don't forget to give YouTube the warm and fuzzies. You know what to do, but especially sharing this channel. If you like what we're talking about and you're finding value here, the biggest compliment that you can give me is to share it with someone that you care about or someone you think would benefit from hearing the content. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you at the next bump in the road.